Welcome back to Make the Cut, or Hot Takes and Cold Stats Collide. I'm Colton.
And I'm Chief.
Welcome back to episode 13 of Make the Cut, and today we got a special one for you guys. So, Chief?
Wow, 13 for this episode? You're probably wondering, why are we sharing one mic? I don't want to blow it.
And why is there this big... What is this? What is this? I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe we have a special guest today? Maybe. So, do you want me to introduce our special guest? All right, coming back for the second time podcast appearance for episode 13. Welcome back, Kaden.
Hey, I am back.
So, how's it been since you've been off the pod? Life been good?
Great. It's been fantastic, Colton.
Good. Glad you're back. But do we want to hit the intro, and then after we come back, we can talk about what we're doing today? All right. All right, so I want you to tell the fans what we're doing today.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So, this hot off the press, because one of the biggest hits of all time dropped on Netflix, right? Stranger Things. Our top 3 seasons. There was 5 total. If you haven't watched it, you're missing out. It's awesome. They just came out with a documentary behind the scenes. Awesome. Just a really cool series. And we decided to come up with our top 3. Again, not easy. So we're going to see. I'm really curious what our number 1 season is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone will have what my number 1 season is.
Really?
I don't think so. We'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, we did bring on one of the best favorite Stranger Things watchers there is out there. So she knows everything about this show. So I like it too, but not as much as she does. You want to kick it off with your number 3?
No, I don't.
Yeah? You got
Okay.
this?
Okay, I'll go first. All right, so my number 3, honestly, this one wasn't hard to put as my number 3, because I kind of just knew off the bat while I was, picking my top 3, but my number 3 is Season 3. I think Season 3's, mainly, my favorite part about Season 3 is, the mall. I feel like that's what it's, dedicated about. Every episode, you just never really get bored out of it. And I just really enjoyed watching it, especially with 11, the whole thing about 11, and then the Russian soldiers with Hopper, Joyce, that whole, sequence. It was just, 2 different, I don't know what the word is, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. it's It's just 2 different versions of Hopper being with the Russians, and then there's Lucas, Max, 11. They're all at the mall doing with Billy and stuff, because it was also focused off of Billy, which is Max's older brother. So that's where I put that as number 3. I feel like that was probably.
I like that pick. I'll go next because I figured it'd be easier. So for me, Season 3 is also my number 3. So that's not strange, right? So yeah. I love it because it's really kind of set in the malls of the 80s. I wish we could bring those times back. It was such a good time, guys. I know. But Scoops Ahoy, first off, the uniforms that Robin and Steve had to wear. Steve was hilarious this season. He was so funny. I loved it. Erica Sinclair.
You can't spell America without Erica.
Facts. She's speaking straight facts.
And I honestly think Dustin and Steve together, they were just gold. Their partnership.
Mhm.
So season 3, just because of them all, because of the characters, I really think they really defined who they were. And then the battle scenes with
Big monster
with the
thing.
monster. What's his name? He's the monster guy.
Billy. It's no.
Well, yeah, but the one
Mind
that's
Flayer.
like Mind Flayer.
The
That's
Mind
it.
Flayer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just it comes down like it. The season was, you never got bored. There's always something happening. That's what I loved about it, and I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
So even though it's kind of like could be a little scary, it
A
wasn't.
little gory, a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was, but it wasn't. To
Yeah.
me. So season 3 definitely number 3. That was fighting for number 2 for me, but I kept it at 3.
I also like the bringing of Robin too. I thought she made a great like extension character, but like her in the later on seasons too as well. Like she's a great character. I really liked Robin.
And I feel like this season kicked off one of the best friendships, like you said before. This is what really like made their friendship this season, and then all into the other seasons. But I won't say too much. All right. So I'm starting it off strong. My number 3 with already over 1.8 billion hours watched, second most watched season of all time. It's season 4 at number
Okay.
3. I like season 4, so I put it at my number 3. I think it doesn't deserve to be higher. I think the beginning was a little bit rough. The end definitely got better. There were some points where it was, it was okay. But after that, I feel like after episode 4, that season was really good. So, I'm a big fan of season 4. But yeah, it's really all I.
No, I agree with that.
And it is one of the most watched seasons ever. It almost broke Netflix.
And the thing about season 4, what a cliffhanger. I mean, I was like,
Yes.
oh, I can't wait.
That's-
We're on a cliffhanger that the next season, I can't wait for it.
Especially like
It
the
took, what, 5 or
Actually, I'm
6
not gonna say
years?
too much. Hold on.
That was the other thing about season 4. It ended like, okay, what's going to happen now? And then the calendar, was just,
Yeah.
And then this is the first time that Stranger Things, they had 2 parts. They had 2 volumes, just like they did season 5. Fans had to wait like 4 months, I think, for the second volume. It was like, I think it started in May, ended in August or something like that. So
Dang.
it definitely had a cliffhanger for them.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm up. All
Number
right.
2.
So my number 2 is there's kind of going on a little sequence here, but my number 2 is season 2.
I wonder what her
So
number 1
season
is.
2, something strange going on here.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's a bit odd.
wait, hold on. That's the joke we had.
I know.
We're supposed to say,
I
what would
ruined
you
it.
call
Sorry, guys.
What are you supposed to
I
call
ruined it,
Stranger
guys.
Things if it was aired in England only? It'd be called.
A bit odd, isn't it?
It's a bit on it, isn't it?
It's Tuesday.
We're so dumb.
It's Tuesday.
Okay. So season 2, a lot of people didn't like season 2. Like they prefer every other season over season 2, which in my opinion is kind of crazy because I really enjoyed it. Like because that was also the bringing of Mad Max, and then of like Lumax and stuff. But also I liked it because of like how they brought 11 back. Like in season 1, you thought like 11's gone, like dead, and then season 2 is just like she's back and better than ever. But honestly, I just like how it was also like Halloween based, like Ghostbusters. I like that, like those episodes. And I just like how it wasn't like how 11 was also jealous of like Max, and then they turn out to be like they become best friends, like the female friendship that I think they wanted to bring onto the show, which I really liked. So I'd probably say season 2 was good number 2. So
I like that pick as well, might I say. Yeah, season 2. It didn't make my top 5, but I totally agree with season 2.
you mean top 3?
I bet it made your top 5.
It definitely made your top 5.
So, for me, my number 2 is season 1.
Wow. Okay.
I know. I told you. You're going to be shocked by my
Yeah.
number 1 pick. But season 1, obviously, just the show itself, it was just something new and different and just out of nowhere. It was very mystery first storytelling. Every episode, you got answers, but then new questions. That's what kept you like, I need to watch the next episode. Like, it was tough to stop ever watching the show, especially with season 1. And it was a small town, Hawkins, Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Right? Go
Hawkins,
Hoosiers.
Indiana.
But it kind of wasn't like in a big city or anything, so it kind of felt small town. So you kind of could put yourself in that situation, especially me being my age. and kind of growing up in that time. So, and the Upside Down itself, like, I don't know if I've ever seen a show like that in all the
Also-
shows I've watched.
Also, it didn't really speak much, like, it showed the Upside Down that much in season 1. It
Right.
just really talked to it. So you still didn't know about
You
it.
didn't know, and you kind of were like, what is it?
Yeah.
Right? It was such a build up, and that's why season 1, honestly, to me, is my number 2, not my number 1, because it was a great build up to what
Mhm.
happened seasons 2 through 5.
Yes.
So, what a great introduction. 11 is an amazing character. And then, who's Hopper? Love Hopper.
Yes. Hopper.
Yeah. And just the introduction of the kids. I watched their, not their interviews, but when their audition tapes.
Oh, I've seen that too. Yeah.
It's crazy when you see what they do in their audition tapes. You're like, and then who they are as actors, it's like completely different. Like it blows me out of the water how
Also-
good they were.
Also, I've seen like they say different lines from the actual, like they changed up the lines than the ones that they put in the show.
Really?
So like, yeah, I've seen like they say some lines and then the ones in the show are like completely different lines. So I
Well,
thought that was
Dustin in season 1, he's the man.
iconic,
Legend.
legendary.
Yeah.
He's
So
a
season
legend.
1 for me, my number 2 favorite season.
And the auditions too. It's crazy to think like some of them tried out for different like positions. Like I think Will tried out to be Mike,
Yeah.
and like if you see those differences, like it seems like a whole different story if those
Right.
actors are changed. Just I just find that like bizarre how they do that. So.
Right. Yeah, this season to me, it combined fear, heart, innocence, and humor. And it wasn't like in every episode you saw all of that.
Especially when they thought Will was dead. That also plot twist. That was a crazy of Hopper. That's
There
like
were some
aura
excellent
right there
plot
of
twists in
Hopper.
the show. Excellent. And
Mhm.
just the way, like, God, I wish I really knew the backstory behind this. Oh, don't worry. They're going to tell us the backstory.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
That was the best point of what they did because like you didn't know, you had to keep watching to know. Like you were so confused almost the whole time, and then like the last a bit odd. The last episode, it just all clicked, and you just understand all of it.
This is another thing off of like season 2 plus season 1. Season 1, you didn't really see much of Will. You only saw like a few episodes of like about him, and then also the Upside Down. Season 2 brought out like it was all about Will and what happened to him in the Upside Down, which I really liked. That was a replay to season 2. I liked.
All right, so I'm just gonna piggyback right off you. Season 2, not season 2. Number 2 is season 1. So I'll give the date because you didn't. It came out July 15th, 2016, and he said a lot. So pretty much everything he said. But it was one of Netflix's first like originals that everyone loved. Viral originals, like I
Viral.
said. It generated billions of dollars, which Netflix have seen before, but they never saw it like that.
Yeah, because it was the start of something new.
Mhm.
Which was the crazy
No one
part.
really knew what Stranger Things was. They're like, oh, let's give this show a try, and it turns into be something beautiful. I feel like a few weeks after they posted this, they knew they had to. This is a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And that also like they have to make the next season better and better, which I think they succeeded on that as well. So
Yeah, and they say that this show helped streaming, like helped the streaming services like Netflix and all that they could compete with cable TV, and now they've definitely rised over cable
yeah.
TV big time. And fun fact, this show was almost rejected by multiple networks, except before Netflix said yes. So they went to multiple networks, and Netflix was the only one that said yes.
so props to Netflix then.
And
'cause-
and Netflix has probably made over billions of dollars because of this show.
It's brothers that wrote this, right? What are
Duffer Brothers.
Duffer Brothers. Incredible.
I'm addicted.
Girl, she knows some facts.
I'm addicted.
Okay,
You want me to? All right.
number 1.
My
Wow.
number 1 pick. Now this one, I feel like this one was honestly kind of hard, but also I feel like I always knew that this was gonna be my number 1. And my number 1 is season 4.
Wow.
Now I feel like obviously I picked season 4 because I'm a huge Lumax fan. Because like that season 4 was like a big Lumax change for like then all of the other seasons, and I love that, especially from the last episode of like her dying, and then like just like the whole fight scene with Jason, and also I feel like it was just obviously fully focused on Max and 11, which I really liked, and then Henry. That was also like the start of Vecna too, like finding out of Vecna and everything. Like is a whole because also it was a whole new change. It's not technically it is the Mind Flayer, but it's not. It's a whole new different like kind of monster that was way more difficult to defeat than the one in season 3. So, and I really like that of like all the different like the deaths, like how they did. I can't remember that one kid's name, the boy that died on the street, but then also Chrissy. Like there's a famous thing of like Chrissy wake up, like that whole thing, and then like Eddie. I feel like just like it's the emotions that season 4 brought out to me that I really liked of like even just the deaths, but also like the happiness that came out, and of like just them being in like the art pit, which is Mike Wheeler's basement. Like I don't know, just all of that I feel like really came to me, and I really like that. And the core 4 were like back together too. Like it was in the beginning they weren't. The worst thing that I didn't like about it was Mike's haircut though. That was the worst part of the season. It was ferocious. It was really bad.
I'm gonna say a few things and you can react. First off, from that season, running up the hill.
A fantastic, like, oh my, that episode, Dear Billy, was I feel like the best episode that I could have watched. Like watching that sequence of the whole episode of Dear Billy, watching that, you're on your toes the whole time.
That
like
song and that it's iconic.
Of her running up, not even running up the hill, she was just running back to Lucas, Steve, and Dustin. I also like how I don't know if you've seen this, but like on TikTok, it goes off of like Max and Steve, like their relationship. How like Steve's always the babysitter, but he was like really protective of Max season 4. I really like that, especially.
See what I said? I said one thing. I'm liking. You can
Yeah.
go out.
But I guess
All right, let's breathe real quick. Ready?
next one.
Eddie Munson.
Also a great addition.
Come on.
Great
Here we
addition.
go. Now she's gonna go off.
One thing the
Thanks
Duffer
a
Brothers
lot.
I think are the best at is getting actors. Like they know how to pick the actors for the characters of the show. Like I said, Robin and then Eddie. Like bringing on new actors for each thing. I feel like that's one thing that the Duffer Brothers are incredible
And
at.
making them iconic, not just these little
Mhm.
side characters that come in every once in a while,
Yes.
but they like become one of the Stranger Things characters.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Let me ask this. Eddie was only in that season, right?
Yeah.
So think about that. He was in that one season, and we're always going to remember
And
Eddie.
when his death was a huge
People went
Like,
crazy. They
over
were
it.
so like people were crying. He came that season.
Metallica.
He came no one knew who he was until that season, and he died, and everyone went crazy.
Mhm.
He wasn't from season 1, 2, or 3. Like they just
And-
met him, and he dies, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
But I also think it also season 4 brought out the D&D back. Like that brought D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, back into Stranger Things. Because I feel like season 3 kind of lost it because like the mall, and like that was
Yeah.
the whole point of the show is Dungeons and Dragons. That's what it's based off of. It's the game. And season 4 I think brought that back, especially with Vecna. Like the whole sequence of Stranger Things is Dungeons and Dragons, which I really like that season 4 did.
okay.
And oh, sorry.
Oh, keep going. Here. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
One more thing. Also,
One more needs to 10.
You're our guest. However many things you want to say.
I might
go
be here
ahead.
for a couple hours. I'm gonna need y'all to leave real quick. This is gonna be the awesome.
All right.
This could be 3-hour podcast right here. But I really liked Dustin and Eddie because everyone was talking about Dustin and Steve, like, and then they kind of dropped off in season 4, and now it was like Dustin and Eddie, and I think that's why they dropped off because Steve was kind of jealous of that, and then obviously they got it back in season 5. But I really like that duo, so I felt bad for Dustin when Eddie died. I don't know. I felt that. I felt the pain. Mhm.
Anything else?
No, you may go.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Chief has granted me access to second because apparently his number 1 is so good.
it better be. If it's not, it's gonna be very
Okay.
disappointing.
I'm gonna say it, and then I have one thing to say after it, and then I go off of it. Okay. My number 1, season 3. Before I say anything, I want to give an honorable mention to season 5. This was a fight between season 5 and season 3. It was either one of them was in and one of them was out, and I chose season 3. I love the way they ended it, but I think season 3 is the strongest season and funniest season I've seen in my entire life. It's so peak. I love Dustin and Steve. That's my favorite relationship, favorite friendship I've seen ever. They get so happy. Like, he's a 20-year-old man, and he is friends with a 13-year-old kid.
I feel like they could have a spinoff show, just the two of them.
Oh,
And I legit would have no problem watching it. Like, I'm in.
Absolutely.
This had like the perfect summer vibe this whole season, even though I watched it like Christmas. But like it just gave the whole like 80s summer, you know, the Starcourt
Yes.
Mall, just
Mhm.
all that. It was just summer. It was like they didn't see their parents. I felt like for a week, they
Yeah.
were just always gone.
One thing about that is like Steve doesn't have parents. He doesn't have a life. I've seen like the thing that says like Steve is just doing this for fun. Like he's in this for fun. He doesn't have a parent. He doesn't have a house. He doesn't have a home. He's just out and about killing demo dogs with 15-year-old kids, babysitting them with a girlfriend that's not his girlfriend anymore. Like he's just out and about. That's his Steve's life. Steve Harrington for you. Like
Fun fact about this season: they had over 700 million watch hours in the first month. It was the most. It was one of the most. It was the second most anticipated season of Stranger Things, besides season 5, of
Yeah.
course. But everything in the season just clicked, and it was so perfect. The way they ended it and then moved it into season 4 with the Russians, it was perfect. I liked how they were pretty much all together. And one of my favorite parts of this season is turn around. Look at what you see.
Grace.
Make believe I'm everywhere. Give it in the light.
It's my favorite part. Love that song. Number 1, season 3.
That was like almost like a musical video, too, right? It was such a cool
also-
scene.
It was just like the people getting chased. It was like Steve, Lucas, Nancy,
Yeah.
and Robin. They were like getting chased by the big monster, and you just hear "Turn around."
And Susie
Susie Poo.
Susie Poo. Dusty Bun and Susie Poo.
Dusty.
And fun fact about that, the actor, Gatton,
Gaten,
I don't know how his last name, but he's a really
I got
good singer. And
He is in real life.
Oh,
yeah, he's a singer. And
Also, all of them are really sorry. No, proceed. My bad. I gotta stop. I really have to stop.
his singing voice is so good that even in season 1, like they were thinking about giving him a song every season. He finally got his song chance, and they gave like you would have never expected someone to sing in Stranger Things. Like that's just this whole thing you just don't expect to sing, and they pulled it out. He sang, and everyone loved it.
It was like a horror show that turned into a musical, and it nailed it. It worked so good.
Like,
This is the least scary, funniest show.
like it has so many different series.
horror, but it's not
Plot
horror.
twist, like. But also, I think it's a funny thing is Gaten, the actor of Dustin, he hates the song in real life. Like every
Yeah.
time someone asked him to
Can you
sing,
sing?
he's
He's
like,
no.
like they were like I saw like a interview of them doing it, and when that song came on for them to like guess the song, he just like a never ending story. like he just hates it.
Yeah,
Also,
one of the best songs in the whole thing.
Well-
It's one of the only.
what I was gonna say, and I accidentally cut Colton off, but I was saying how like they can all sing, like Lucas, Sadie, they can all all of them can actually sing. Steve Harrington, like
Take the
Joe
man.
Keery, Joe Keery.
What's his
like,
name? Dejo?
Joe
What's
Keery,
Joe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dejo. Yeah, something like that.
DJO.
Funny, I just saw this come up. They asked him. He was in an interview. Like, why is it spelled DJO? And he was like, I just wanted to be a little bit different. There was that movie Django, and then there was something else with, and I can't remember what it was, but the silent D. And he was like, I just want to do a little bit different, so I just did it, and it worked.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks better than just JO,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But yeah, so
Number 1, season 3. Okay. Apparently, what everyone's been waiting for.
Stop. No one picked this season.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I know.
I typed up a few things why, and you're gonna know right off the bat. Here's
I already
one of
know, but-
biggest three. Here's one of my biggest 3 reasons. Here's what I typed up.
All right.
Vecna wasn't just defeated; he was hunted, outsmarted, and destroyed in a full-scale, multi-location battle. That scene that took Vecna down,
Mm-hmm.
season 5, by the way, is my number 1. Season 5.
Okay.
It listen of all again every episode, every season, and gave you answers, and then new questions came up like crazy.
Yes.
Season 5, I didn't have any questions at the end. Everything was answered, and
Absolutely.
in a perfect way. Sometimes they close out seasons of a show, and you're like, that was it,
Yeah.
or nah, that was lame, or
just,
sometimes
like,
I feel like, well,
disappointing.
the writers gave up there. I've seen some
Yeah.
shows that are so good in the last episode. I'm like, well, that was a bum ending.
That's also like what made the Duffer Brothers one of the best writers.
Yeah, like this show did not. This was. I love the ending. So
It was a
Vecna,
never-ending
the
story.
battle to take him down, and then how he goes down. Dude, that battle scene, so good.
A lot
Uh,
of people hate it actually too. A lot of people say it was too easy, which
no way.
I thought,
everything led
how
up to
could it be
how
so-
they had to learn.
exactly. It went from season 1 to season 5. It was not easy. A lot of people died in the process. So
Every core character played a role in this season. They all had a role. Again, it wasn't just a hey, they need a part, right? There was
Yeah.
a reason why they were. I mean, it was
Absolutely.
amazing. First off, dude, Will, when
sorcerer.
when they cut to him and you realize at that battle scene, it was him.
And that was the end of volume 1. And you had to wait 3 months?
Yeah, I had to wait.
A month?
I had to wait a full month for that, by the way, because I watched all 4 seasons in about a couple days. So I kind of screwed myself over for that one. So I had to wait a whole month for the next volume. But yeah,
Yeah, the way they, like, when I saw that ending, I was like, wow. And the screen just goes black, and that's it.
Yeah.
Until the next volume. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's,
So just with every character having a true, again, iconic part in this season 5.
absolutely.
And the Upside Down, it wasn't just bleeding into Hawkins. They weren't just trying to save one kid.
They were trying to save all of them.
reality.
They're saving the world,
They were saving the world.
like literally.
Because look at what the military or government in the show was trying to do.
Destroy them. They were trying to ruin it.
You know, but you think about the ending too. How Mike, when they're playing again D&D,
D&D, and it's
how they close it out.
like
They give you a scenario of what they think happened to 11. I believe it.
I believe.
I want to believe it. She found she found the waterfalls.
I believe it.
The character payoffs perfectly timed, every single one of them, and they tied things in from some of the other seasons.
Absolutely.
One of the best is at the end. If you have something to say, I'll give it to you. Okay. One of the best at the end was when they graduated, and Dustin's the valedictorian
did what
and does
Eddie-
exactly what Eddie said.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to do, but they tied it in. It was perfect. I mean, I wasn't ready for that. I wouldn't even have thought about that.
Yeah, it's the fact they bring things from other seasons. So what you said, like that's the thoughts to be able to do that is insane.
Yep. It just earned its weight with every character, the character depth. Again, they kept it funny. It was still a bit of horror. It was still dark. It was still intense, but then it was light, and it just everything that happened. I never was bored or like, all right, this episode was a bit long because there were some long episodes. It never felt like that.
I was so excited the episodes were so long.
But
when
to
I-
me, season 5 was my number one. Let me tell you the last reason why. This is what took it over the top for me. Delightful Derek, my man, came through like a boss.
King, bro.
Without Delightful Derek, season 5 is not my number one. Delightful Derek, you are the man, sir, and I appreciate everything about you.
I think he was the humor of season 5. Like I feel like each season had like its certain humor. Like with everyone had a certain humor of it. Season 5, Delightful Derek.
I want you to cut in a scene real quick of Delightful Derek. So play that real quick, and we'll come back because this is the
All right.
reason. One of the main reasons why.
Who gave you this map? Mom, look at me.
So
Delightful Derek.
Delightful
Like-
Derek, everyone. My man.
when he says
Absolute
your
Derek,
mom.
everyone. Absolute Derek.
I just want to say when he's being held down by Henry and he said like Henry asked him, I can't remember what Henry asked him, but he's like your mom. Like what?
He's
a-
like,
what a
I think he
kid
said,
thing to
"Tell me
say."
where they are. Your whole family's
He's-
gonna die." He's like, "Your
Your mom."
mom."
Like every other kid would immediately spill it out. Not Delightful Derek.
Derek.
Absolute. cinema
Another
right there.
another reason why I guess this is your number one and why season 5 was so good. How good was Holly Wheeler's actor? How good did she play this whole season?
Mhm.
She
A new character like Eddie Munson, and she actually
like
had depth and she had a part, and it was like she was awesome.
especially her thing with Max too. But also, if you think about it, if you think about all the scenes, like Holly was in every single one of them, and this is like when she like her character shined in season 5.
and that's what a good show does. They like this character, like you said, season 1 all the way to season 5, they were there, but you saw her maybe once in every season.
yeah,
And then they gave her a main part in the last
and
season.
crushed it.
Yeah.
Like And what I thought was really funny was when I saw it was Holly and Max were in like the Upside Down and they had their portals open, and I saw people making fun of like because they were talking for like forever and they wouldn't run, and Max made that mistake before and took way too long, and people put like podcast things on them and said,
Yeah.
Max and Holly making a 3-hour podcast when
Like,
their life
run!
is on it. Like, what are you doing?
Here's the best thing about not just season 5, because there's a lot, but all of the show, Stranger Things. There's so many memes and gifs, and to me, if you can get a bunch of those from a show, it's a great show. You know, there's one of them, The Office, but Stranger Things, the memes and gifs that come from it, they're so good. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, trust me. I know if you're not into horror, there are some scenes you can close your eyes to those parts. The show is so great, and it ends so great. Season 5 wasn't even in your top 3, guys.
Yeah,
And it's my
now
number
I'm
one.
kind of changing. I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, Stranger Things, I don't have a top 3. Like, if I'm being honest, like, I just picked random.
That's the point of Make
People
the Cut. It
saying
makes it hard.
Like,
We couldn't do our normal Make the Cut top 5 because there's only 5 seasons.
but the reason why I picked those ones is because I picked the ones that I've seen, that I've watched more than once. That's kind of how I did it, because I can't really pick what's my favorite, because I could say 100 million things about each season of what I like. Like, I could go on for a 3-hour podcast like Max and Holly. Like, I'm making fun of them when here I am.
Maybe we
Like-
will. Maybe we'll
Bro,
we'll bring her back and we'll dive in deeper. Maybe we'll do one for each season. We'll talk about.
oh my God.
Guys, you want that?
Like and
Well-
subscribe, please.
We'll make it happen.
Please.
Get us to 500 subscribers and we'll make it happen. Done.
Whoa.
Or if a character on Stranger Things comments on any of our social media platforms, we're doing
Okay.
it. Done. You're back.
I would be jumping in my boots if that happens.
So we'll do this: 1,000 followers on TikTok or Instagram, or 500 on YouTube, and we'll 500 on any channel, any
500.
channel, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Go follow our Spotify. If you get us 500 there, she'll be back. Not until we get 500 though. So. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching episode 13 of Make the Cut, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Caden. You were amazing.
You're welcome.
All right.
Of course.
We'll catch you guys next time. See y'all.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in Florence. I'm heartless, 'cause he